So, what I really need to do is to talk out loud. And again, I'm not saying that silent prayer is bad. I'm saying that it is, in fact, a form of meditation. And that's just a traditional look from all different walks of life, whether it's Islam or the Bhagavad Gita or Buddhist or Hindu approaches, Judaism, Christianity. I mean, when we speak, we imitate the divine. We create a consciousness. Here's the thing, I can write a song or give a lecture, and I can actually affect somebody somewhere else, which is the only thing I can do, creatio ex nihilo. And so as a human, I can create something from something. I can make something from something else. I can take raw materials, but something out of nothing, out of the ether, right? I can't do that unless it's here. The idea that I transmit is the one that I do. And so if I want to change my life, or I want to change the parameters of my life, or I want to connect with others, or I want to develop a relationship with anything, I speak. And sometimes it's hard because we don't know what the target is. We struggle with the concept and ideas of divinity, and we fight with ourselves over these ideas. But let me tell you something. Shooting guns is one of the things that I enjoy doing. I think it's fun. No other reason than it's fun. I'm a boy and I like loud stuff and I like to shoot things. I mean, I did it with a BB gun when I was 9. And the fact of the matter is this: if I try to dial in a long gun at distance with a target and a scope and an optic and dialing it in and on a bag, and that is a discipline. I love doing that. But I also love just going into the swamp and blowing up a bunch of stuff and unloading mag after mag, just shooting into a sand mound, Because sometimes it's about target acquisition, and sometimes it's just about pulling the trigger. And I think with prayer, the necessity of having a directed target, a higher power, a concept of divinity, is not necessarily a mandate. I think that what happens is that the prayer carries. I mentioned yesterday in the short that my prayers are always answered. Sometimes the answer is no. What the hell are you thinking? And sometimes it's not no, it's maybe, and sometimes I don't even know the answer until years pass, and in retrospect, I have the ability to look at something in clarity and say, oh my God, that revelation only took 2 years. But you don't know. What I do is I direct my mind, my consciousness, my attitude, and my behavior towards that realization. And I do it by allowing myself to speak freely and remind myself of the desires and parameters of my reality. I want something. I talk it to existence. You're good enough, you're nice enough, and gosh darn it, people like you. For all of Al Franken's craziness, he had it right, because we know that it works, and we know that it works on a spiritual level. And so it has to be vocalized, it has to be projected, it has to be conscientious. And for me, it has to be formulary, structured, so I don't run amok with the weird shit in my head coming out of my mouth. And so for me, prayer is a distinct discipline of trying to formulate a distinct point and acquire insight in distinct ideas about them. Have a great day. Please send me some feedback. I don't really know how this works, and I don't know how to edit. Something I'm looking forward to. I said to click this link in below, so maybe I'll figure that out too. Love you guys. Stay sober, stay happy.